Good evening. Welcome to Vision of Asia, the news you can trust in events that move and celebrate our very own South Asian community. I am Pia Jyoti Kachru coming to you from our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. In the news from community today, Indo-American Art Council presented Mosiki, the story of music. Damini of Edison, New Jersey glows at the Royal Ascot race in London. Celebrity chef and filmmaker Vikas Khanna celebrates the success of LGBTQ short film Coming Out with the help of a time machine at Tribeca Film Festival in Manhattan. The world is celebrating International Olympic Day. And in the news from entertainment, remembering legendary actor Amrish Puri on his 90th birth anniversary. Stay with us on Vision of Asia for news in detail right after this short break. Indo-American Art Council, in partnership with Chamber Music America and Department of New York City Cultural Affairs, presented Mosiki, the story of music, at the Kaufman Music Center in New York. The first of its kind event featured Indian classical music with touches of Sufi, jazz, semi-classical and world music with narration and poetic renditions by Sunaina Kachru Bide. This unique journey to explore the sound and the origination of the Vedic chants in tune with the vibration of the earth highlighted deep-rooted music and traditions of India through beautiful words, stories and instruments. Let's watch the highlights.
First of all, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Indo-American Arts Council and the Executive Council and the volunteer staff that we have, I welcome all of you to this special occasion today. I'm sure and assure you and promise you we're going to have a memorable, splendid experience today. Indo-American Arts Council is the major organization promoting and presenting what is best in India, what best India has to offer to the world in different art disciplines. We have film festivals, New York International Film Festival, which we just concluded short time back. We have Erasing Border Dance Festival. We have music festivals, and one that you're going to enjoy today. We have literature festivals, and then we also have other book readings and other events. This is the celebration that we are starting today, which is going to be for the whole year. We have planned multiple concerts and music concerts and dance recitals at various venues, including 3 days at Carnegie Hall. It's going to be August 13th, August 14th, and August 15th. The premier artists of India and the artists here are going to be performing. We'd like all of you, your friends, your families, to be there and join us in celebrating India's 75th years of independence.
Ascot race in London, Damini of Edison, New Jersey, glowed at Ladies' Day Sari event. Over 1,000 Indian origin women created history as they turned up at the UK's most valued Royal Ascot Ladies Race Day in traditional saris, which was also attended by British Queen Elizabeth II. While a majority of women were residing in the UK, some even flew in from other countries, including India and USA. Amita Singh, the owner of Damini in New Jersey, flew to London to participate in this event. I had a chance to talk to Amita Singh, so let's take a look. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Well, I've been in this country 46 years and mostly in Florida, raised my kids there, my family. And I've been in New Jersey about a little over 3 years. I took over this business from my brother and he taught me everything I know. Damini's is basically my Mami Ji's name. They had a store in London, actually 4 stores in London. And then they ventured into the US and I started helping them out. It was easier with the time difference and being on this side of the pond. And gradually I got into it. And eventually when the kids, empty nest and I was single, and I just kind of got so comfortable with it that I basically took over and I'm running it and thoroughly enjoying this new identity, a late bloomer, as you would say. Like I tell people, I'm one of those people, I earned my first paycheck at 59 and a half.
Well, there's no age to bloom.
Right. But to do it and to write myself my first paycheck at 59 and a half is something I'm super proud of.
Absolutely. You should be proud of that, and definitely we are also proud of you. So tell me, I know recently you went to this grand event, the Royal Ascot, which was in London.
Yes.
And हर साल होता है ये event वहाँ पे, it's the tradition over there. So for जो कि हमारे यहाँ पे listeners हैं, आप उनको थोड़ा बहुत उस event के बारे में बताइए.
Well, all I can say is it was an amazing event and we definitely put saris on the forefront with all the pallas that were there and all the women with their saris and weaves and the colors. I mean, Ascot is like the stamp in Britain, the main event where people go dressed up in your top hats and very formal. We did the same. We just wore saris and then we wore our fascinators and hats and did justice to show that we belonged there, and we carried the Indian mark very well.
Wonderful. And I know, I read it like everywhere in the media that, almost more than 1,000 women, they were dressed up in saris there. So tell me, how did you feel about it, just going there, and what was like Damini's part in there?
Well, it was exciting to plan. It's like almost planning a wedding dress or the next best thing. Who was wearing what, there was a lot of sharing. What was really nice that hasn't been mentioned too much around is most of the women there were physicians. They were women physicians who have this organization that they promote the women weavers back home in India. And that's what the idea started, and it just grew from there. When I found out about it through a dear friend that I only knew through social media, had never met her, Gurleen, she told me about this event and I jumped on the bandwagon. And as I got comfortable, I got a sense of belonging. And naturally, the excitement set in. And being that Damini's, the roots are in London, I decided to give back to London a little bit. So I sponsored 6 prizes, rather nice prizes, to the winners. I was one of the judges. And we gave it, there was so much creativity. Even the saris, the stories behind some of those saris were remarkable.
That was my next question to you. I mean, I saw pictures, beautiful, elegant saris with so much intricate work done on them. So tell me, like, जब भी हम बात करते हैं कि ये उस डिज़ाइनर ने डिज़ाइन किया है, ये इस डिज़ाइनर ने डिज़ाइन किया है. So were these like mainstream designers who had designed those saris?
No. There were, of course, a few couple ones. There were expensive saris that came from designers. But most of them, again, were weaves and stuff, not just... but when you looked at the general saris there, what I wore or even other people wore, they were just saris that have come directly from the weavers. Even the lady who started the event, who's the backbone, Deepti, she wore a sari that spoke about Britain.
Wow.
She had all the skyline, everything it was made for her, and she's even showcased on Facebook the lady who made it. She weaved the Queen's picture, the Big Ben, the Parliament, everything on her sari. I mean, it's a remarkable sight. There was another sari which was hand painted with the Mahabharata on it.
Wow.
You know, so there were a lot of very intricate saris that had history. I mean, in some way, I wish they would be preserved in a museum. They were fabulous. And others just put effort and grace into their saris, which was also admirable.
Absolutely, and you know, I have to say that New Jersey में जो हमारी अमिता जी हैं, she is famous for her saris. You should see her at, you know, any parties. The kind of sari she wears, it's always बहुत ही हटके होती है वो साड़ी. And whenever, you know, I see her, I'm like, काश मेरे पास भी ऐसी साड़ी होती. But I have to say that you always wear like beautiful, intricate saris.
And if anybody knows me, they know I thoroughly enjoy them. I wear them for me, and I'm very comfortable, and I just absolutely love wearing my saris, enjoy them thoroughly, and I feel graceful, I feel feminine, I feel good. And that's what fashion is to me.
Absolutely. So tell me, let's go back to this royal Ascot thing. So जहाँ पे, you know, जितनी भी वो साड़ियाँ थी, I feel they all went viral. So tell me, is this the beginning of a new era in terms of fashion, that people will, you know, start wearing saris and think that this is the style statement?
I think when it was worn at Ascot to the degree it was, and the press coverage we have. I have a college friend who sent me a message, I think 2 days ago, that her friend from San Francisco sent, look at this event that happened. And she says, oh, that's my friend from college. Another friend in India said, when I sent him a forward of a thing, he says, हाँ मैंने पढ़ा था, paper में पढ़ा था ये. Of course, that time they didn't know that I was kind of involved in it. But it definitely put, when we made it to Vogue, when saris at Ascot make it to Vogue, उससे बड़ा fashion statement क्या हो सकता है?
So this was the first time in history that women there at the Royal Ascot, they wore saris.
In such numbers. Occasionally there have been people who've worn saris in the past. There are pictures, even black and white pictures of people, but not in such numbers.
And you know, you never know, maybe next year all the royal people there, they might wear saris too, because I know they attended too.
Why not? Yes, yes. And we did bet. It's not like we just attended in name only. We did have our high tea. We did dance.
Wow.
And we had each color, we had 15 colors we had to judge. And within them, each color was given a dance, a 20, 30-second dance to perform. And you'll see that's gone viral too. The blue team, the green team, the yellow team, they all did that. And of course, the grand finale, all 1,000 women learnt the London Tumka.
Absolutely.
You know, that was the finale thing of it.
You know, that was London Tumka, but would you want to do US maybe kuch aisa Tumka?
Why not?
So
Why
you have
not?
any plans?
Maybe we should do something in Times Square or something with saris being a showcase on some day. Why not?
Absolutely.
And it's really not, I mean, it does take a strong woman and a team. But on the other hand, with the kind of brains and energy I have seen in New York, New Jersey, it'll be fabulous.
Vikas Khanna hosts Rooftop Party for LGBTQ short film success at Tribeca Film Festival in Manhattan. The who's who of Manhattan celebrated the success of Naman Gupta's LGBTQ short film Coming Out with the help of a time machine at a rooftop party hosted by celebrity chef and filmmaker Vikas Khanna in Manhattan. The film had its New York City premiere at the prestigious Tribeca Festival as part of the closing night block of queer films on Sunday. I have always been on the forefront of supporting South Asian culture from the very beginning. My heart, my doors are always open to promote anything to do with South Asian food, arts, entertainment, fashion, and culture, said Khanna, who hosted the party on the rooftop of his Manhattan residence. Coming Out was one of the 10 films with a Desi connection programmed at Tribeca, the most ever in the festival's history. It really feels like our time has come. There are a lot of people from the South Asian community who have pioneered and paved the way for us to stand where we are today, and with Tribeca giving so many of us the platform that we have, it is truly a momentous year for the South Asian diaspora, said Agarwal, who plays Sony's homophobic mother in the film. At the event, the director made the big announcement that the short film is being converted into an episodic television series. The series is going to be 1-hour drama, and it's not something that just the LGBTQ crowd or the South Asian crowd or the sci-fi crowd will enjoy. It's a very international, mainstream sci-fi immigrant family drama intertwined with the LGBTQ romance and rivalry. So I'm super excited about that, said Gupta. The series is currently in development and the core team is looking for additional producers and distributors to helm the project. I think it's really interesting given the timing of the film right now, especially during Pride Month. There are issues, especially within the Desi community, in terms of how parents or children are equipped to deal with coming out. And it's not a difficult process for both. But you watch something like this and it may just make you respond more sensitively, more with the heart rather than perception of what will make community think of me, what will be the world thinking of me. So less judgment and more love, because at the end of the day, that's what family is for, said Oberoi, who was at the event to support long-time friends, producers, Now and Neetu Gupta. The world is celebrating International Olympic Day today, which commemorates the goodness and health benefits of sporting activities. International Olympic Day also marks the foundation of the International Olympic Committee. Each year, Olympic Day runs are organized across the globe to mark the occasion. Schools and institutions organize various sports, cultural and educational activities for not only students but also citizens. The International Olympic Day has a theme every year. This year's theme celebrates the power of sporting activities to unite people beyond their faith, ethnicity, and region. The theme brings out the significance of sports as a means of solidarity and peace. In the Bollywood news, remembering legendary actor Amrish Puri on his 90th birth anniversary. The Bollywood industry is marking the 90th birth anniversary of Amrish Puri, the legendary Indian actor who played a significant role in Indian cinema. The audience praised him for his exceptional acting, stunning dialogue delivery, and the way he handled emotional scenes with his actions, despite the fact that he frequently played negative roles. Between 1967 and 2005, Amrish Puri appeared in over 450 movies as an actor, from Mugambo in Mr. India to The Grumpy Dad in Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. Amrish Puri has a long list of legendary roles under his belt. On the occasion of Amrish Puri's birth anniversary, let's take a look at some of his iconic roles and dialogues.
Mugambo. खुश हुआ मोगेम्बो खुश हुआ
दादा माल फिर पकड़ा गया।
माल ले जाने की जिम्मेदारी किसकी थी?
कुमार, बालू और रामू की।
पहली बार जब माल पकड़ा गया तो घाट पर कौन कौन था?
कुमार, विल्सन और रामू थे दादा।
और उसके बाद वाले फेरे में?
रमेश, गोरा, बालू और रामू।
मतलब रामू तीनों बार था।
मगर दादा रामू तो...
गलती एक बार होती है, दो बार होती है, लेकिन तीसरी बार इरादा होता है। रामू कहाँ है?
आओ जाने वाले ना।
रामू, लड़की को जाने दो। पुलिस ने तुम्हें कितने पैसे दिए रामू?
मैंने माल नहीं पकड़ा दादा।
माल की तो हमने बात ही नहीं की।
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया दादा।
हम जानते हैं कि तुमने कुछ नहीं किया। जो कुछ भी हुआ तुम्हारे लालच की वजह से हुआ। जाओ। बपन
जी।
रामू की माँ बहुत गरीब है। उसे 10,000 रुपए पहुंचा देना।
जी जी दादा।
जा सिमरन जा, इस लड़के से ज्यादा प्यार तुझे और कोई नहीं कर सकता। जा बेटा जा, अपने राज के पास जा। जा सिमरन जा, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी। जा बेटा जा।
Continuing with the news on entertainment with ITV Gold, watch Family Movie Night Friday Yade with superstar Jackie Shroff at 8:30 p.m. Eastern and 5:30 Pacific. Saturday Right Ya Wrong with Sunny Deol at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific. And Blockbuster Sunday Coolie with megastar Amitabh Bachchan at 3 p.m. Eastern and 12 p.m. Pacific. And that's a wrap on Vision of Asia tonight. You can send us your suggestions and community news that you would like us to cover for our print and television coverage at events@itvgold.com. Or you can also send it to me at pia@itvgold.com. Follow us on our Facebook handle at itvgold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk if you are in the tri-state or in the Chicago area, for community news, entertainment, and events in US and India. You can also read the News India Times newspaper online at www.newsindiatimes.com or subscribe to the hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. This is Pia Jyoti Khatru signing off.